Guys? Welcome to episode, I'm going to shoot out a number 41, I believe. We're live. Guys, I know today is a NoGi episode, but before I take this thing off, I just want to feel it a little bit longer. Thank you, Marco from shoyoroll, for sending me a package with a lot of beautiful stuff. The gi, t-shirts, long sleeve shirt, rash guard. So I still get to wear shoyoroll stuff. Guys, it's pretty amazing. So thank you. I'm going to switch into NoGi right now. Guys, one of the things that I really liked is some of the stuff, the t-shirts and stuff, it's actually made in the U.S., which is nice. So, again, look at this, shoyoroll rash guard. So, guys, I have a topic that I wanted to address today. You don't have to follow me. It's okay. It would have been funny if I was wearing shorts underneath. Extra views. So, guys, one of the topics that I've noticed is gaining a lot of popularity lately, and it's been a favorite topic of mine for quite a few years, is reverse knee on the belly. I believe in the past we referred to it as the wrong knee on the belly, but it is not the wrong knee on the belly. Reverse probably is a better topic. However, this is kind of interesting. I've seen a clip of this. So a lot of times, I'm passing your guard. So guys, a lot of times if you're passing the guard of somebody that's got a good guard retention, however you get through, and you're getting through, and you just basically need to put the wrong or reverse knee on the belly, just shut down his legs briefly. This gives you more control, but this may become a necessity sometimes, especially when you're dealing with somebody that's quite good at this. So this is what I saw. If you've been watching for a while, you can chime in. What do you see wrong here? I'll tell you, for me, this is very frustrating. And the reason for that is I'm okay to take a risk. Jiu-jitsu is basically a risk return. You're constantly, on a split-second basis, making decisions, taking a risk on a technique, expecting a return, meaning either submission, or a sweep, or progressing your position. To me, this is a horrible risk-return proposition. I'm trying to pass the guy's guard, and I'm falling back into an armbar. Okay? Now, this is great if I get it, but let's do it if I'm going against higher level guy that as soon as they feel me, that's a bit, that back step is a big movement. It's unexpected, but it is a big movement. So getting through, and the arm is not there, or there's too much of a gap. What are you going to do, Crash? He's coming up. So you basically just traded a position of passing guard, so you're on top, passing guard, for a possible attack on the arm, which may or may not be there. So this is a risk-return proposition that I would reject strongly. And the reason for that, again, is you're going against a high-level guy. And if you guys go back to some of the episodes, I've covered this with Enrique. We might have referred to it as wrong knee on belly. And I'm actually here a lot with Enrique. Just a lot of time. He's got a really good guard retention, very flexible, very good guard. And I just have no choice but to put the reverse knee on the belly and back step. And a lot of times the arm is not there. If I drop off him, I just traded top position passing guard. I effectively swept myself. So your logical question might be, why would this be one of your favorite attacks or favorite sequences? I'll show you why. So again, I lean forward. So rather than dropping off, I stay sitting on him. And I try to have my weight in my left hamstring, sort of IT band. That's where I'm trying to put my weight. It's very simple. I control what happens, not him. I'm okay if I go for something and the guy just uses strength, perfect timing, a good technique, and rolls me and I'm on the bottom. I'm okay with that because he earned that. In this case, I control it. If I lean back, I'm falling off. If I lean forward, I stay on top of it. So now I'll have literally 3 possibilities, or actually 4 possibilities, whether that arm is here or not, okay? So let's look at it where your head is pointing to the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So again, so I'll get through, I shut it down, I backstep, and I lean forward heavily. If the arm is there, I pull, and I have a very strong submission. Okay? The arm is not there, no problem. I go into reverse triangle. I don't need to lock it up. Okay? The reason is because right now, if Crash decides to just stay where he is, I can attack the arm. If he decides to roll me on the bottom, all I do is focus on locking up my reverse triangle. And this is where things get most interesting. So we went over what happens if the arm is there. I armbar him. If that arm is not there, I reverse triangle him. No arm. So one of 2 things is going to happen. Some guys, they know none of the arms are there, so they feel highly confident they're going to be able to get up on top. As he's driving on top, go ahead. I have a no-arm triangle. Why does it work? 2 reasons. I don't have the t-shirt. Hold your foxing shin. And 2 is the angle, literally perpendicular angle that creates a good angle for strong constriction, even there is no arm in. And the other possibility is that no arm, he says, oh crap, I'm not coming up. No problem. I just passed the guy's guard, which is what I was seeking at the very beginning. And not just pass, but I solidified my control. So we're going to go through that again. So the basic idea is you control whether you drop off or stay on top. If he rolls you, that's okay, but he has to put in the effort, and in that effort, he's either extending his arms or extending his neck. That's okay, but he has to put in the work. Don't do the work for him. You backstep and fall off, and okay, the arm is there, great. He's armbarred or threatened with an armbar, and if it's not, you just swept yourself. Okay? So, to lighten up, this works just the same. You can squeeze. If he decides to stay where he is, I'll attack the arm. Even if he tries to lock up, no problem. I can always. So you have a lot of possible things you can attack. If he decides that this is the time, all I do is as he's driving up, I'm focusing on locking up the reverse triangle to make sure I control him, and you have a very strong submission. If neither arm is there, I backstep. No arm. If he stays down, I scissor my legs and solidify my top side control. Or, if he feels strong about it, and he decides to drive up, no problem. All I'm focusing is on very strong guys. So, in short, reverse knee on the belly, one of my favorites, but stay on top. I don't think there's any other points to make. All right, what do we got, Enrique?
Everybody's loving the sequence, but we have a question from Daniel Epson. If I'm in bottom half guard with knee shield, my opponent weaves his arm between my legs. How do I defend it? How do I counter this?
That's a good question. I'm not, by the way, I'm not a fan of this position too much just because when somebody weaves that arm through, and controls your hips, you're going to get your guard passed. But when that happens, you go ahead, start to. As he's passing, I'm going to try to get to my knees, get to turtle, start to invert, okay? Again, my personal preference, I don't play a lot of half guard. Usually if I get into half guard, I use that position to get back into split guard. That's my preferred type of guard. But if I do where the guy starts to crush my hips, make sure you're framing. So it's going to be hard for me as long as I'm in half guard. But I know that he's going to pass. So as soon as he starts passing, I'm going to invert. And from here, I will figure out what I'm going to do. If he stays where he is, I will lock up reverse triangle. If he lets me spin, I go all the way through to the other side for a regular triangle. So that's how I would address the guy sort of starting to crush my hips.
And GM Base will ask, can you please show the no arm from a different angle? The no arm triangle.
Yes. The arm triangle or the triangle?
Well, the
no arm triangle. Yeah, yeah. So guys, it's this is a long time ago. There's a good black belt at Renzo's at the time was a brown belt, Hafa. He was in the brown belt semifinals or quarterfinals in the worlds. So high level at brown belt, you get to quarterfinals, man. That's like world elite level. And he's down 2 points, and he triangled the guy without the arm. And I've seen that before. I've tried it before. I usually fail, but I realized at that time, that's got to be. It's a long time ago. I realized that if you have a good angle, you can make it work. And there's some enhancements you could do. Obviously, the hand on the shin. You could, bring in the other hand on the carotid. But the key to making it really strong is the angle. So normally when you triangle people, you try to create not necessarily fully perpendicular, but not 45-degree angle, so to speak. Sometimes a little bit tighter. But in this case, I want to be almost as perpendicular as possible. So let me see, what would be the best angle? So let's put your head over there. We'll do it a couple of different times. So again, I'm passing through. So as he's coming up, all right, this is not going to be a good angle. So as he's coming up, I'm shooting my leg through, and guess what I'm doing? Grabbing my shin. You don't have to hold out that long till the cough comes on.
That's one thing to know it's good.
All right, we're gonna do like a. Enrique's enjoying his time behind the camera. He's laughing. Let's. Yeah. So again, I backstep and there is no. So as he's coming up, I'm shooting my leg through, grabbing my shin, locking it. And it is super strong.
And Elad Sapir asks, how do you follow up if you don't get the angle?
You don't. You try to put him back in guard because you just effed up bad. That's the whole point of jiu-jitsu, is to get the angles to make sure you have a good setup for submission. If you screw it up, you defend. That's usually the case. So I'm going to see if I can create the wrong angle. You bulk up your hamstrings. As I do this, yeah, that's what happens. So from that point, it just bottom side control.
Another question from Big C.
So what is the moral of the story? Get your angle. That's the whole point of jiu-jitsu. This is why I'm doing this stuff, so you guys can see the angle. You can believe in the angle, and you can create the angle. Because without angles, if you're not setting your submissions properly, by definition almost, it's not technical enough. Yes, can it work? Absolutely. But is this something that's going to work on a consistent basis against high-level guys? This is what I aim for. I just defined what my game is. I want something that works on a consistent basis against high-level guys. Why you got a big smile on your face the whole time?
I just like jiu-jitsu. Big C asks, does this work without your own arm in?
My arm is not in. It's actually outside. But you need to look up a few of the episodes about triangling people, about holding your foxing shin. Enrique, you want to grab the shirt hanging in there? Guys, it's gotten to the point where I have to make a t-shirt because it frustrates me to no end. For people, yeah, the picture just improved. How long have I been on this kick? For years. It frustrates me to no end, guys. So when I put out a video, and we put out a few weeks ago, we put out a modified side control. And I put a short reel, like my preferred side control is basically both my arms on the same side because it allows me to attack better and go north-south. We got a lot of positive comments. Man, like, this works well for me. One guy literally said, Engsberg, I'm surprised Engsberg didn't ask a question today. That he got hit, he did, but you ignored it? I lost my train of thought. He hit more kimuras in one session using that type of side control than the other ones than previous 2 years ago. Guys, my game, when I teach you something, generally speaking, it's stuff that I just either came up with or, maybe somebody else already came up with it. I may have come up with it independently. I might have, that's interesting. I might have tweaked it. The point is that whatever I use is battle tested against high-level guys. The fact that your stuff works on a blue belt because you drive it, yeah, that's great. But try it on Enrique and see how that pans out for you. Open your fucking eyes, guys. The point is, you don't have to use what I'm advocating. It's up to you. If you're happy with the way your stuff works and it works consistently against high-level guys, guess what? There is no need to change. But if it stops working, maybe you may want to tweak it. This is the point with triangles. I've literally been very frustrated because triangle is a proverbial, like I can't even think of the word, submission for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And a lot of higher level guys, they don't use it because they have very low success rate with it. Holding the shin is one of the things, Crash. Like, he's a good black belt. Enrique's a good black belt. How many times do I guys triangle? And I throw that term ugly, reverse, inverted. A lot. It's consistent technique. Why? Because I hold my shin. And that's critical for all of them, especially the ones without the arm. So hold your foxing shin. You need glasses? What's up, Adolfo?
Fox, I've seen you do the double fist to the neck when you're on top and have no arms.
Yes, we could do that too. Yes. You could theoretically do a no-gi, but it's just not the same. I'm gonna just demonstrate. That's an option, but that's generally with the gi. So wrong. So what I'll do is, I feel like when I do this, I feel like a superhero. So this, I will normally grab the gi, and now you have something. But without the gi, you can still do it, but it's not the same. So, yeah. Enrique's thinking I picked the right time to All right, guys. Enrique's giving me the sign that we're out of time.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Like Pavlov's dogs, Enrique, every time he sees that sign when Mike is doing it, hope Mike is enjoying his vacation. Enrique gets happy. Guys, as you know, help us grow the YouTube channel. We're over 14,000 subscribers. You know, order the BJJ Fanatics. If you want to figure out how to triangle people, I have it. Guys, that's got 3 to 4 hours. I forgot, but this is a good one. It's got a lot of triangles, and I guarantee you that it will make your game a lot better. Like they know what I'm going to hit them with. Yes?
Yeah.
It work again, guys. Aim your game to be something that works consistently against high-level guys. Once it stops working, you need to tweak. Until then, don't tweak. We'll see you next time.